Good evening, everyone. I'm Jon Husted, and I'm going to be your next Secretary of State. Now, earlier this year, I exclaimed that at one of the speaking engagements I was at, and a lady came up to me after it was over, and she said, "I'm glad you're running for Secretary of State because I've got no use for that Hillary Clinton." And I said, "Ma'am, I don't either, but the person that I'm going to get rid of is Jennifer Bruner." It's a great crowd. Congratulate the chairman and the Republican Central Committee for a wonderful event. I see many fiscal conservatives, many social conservatives, even some converted Democrats. It's great to have you here. I even invited Governor Strickland to join us tonight, but he declined. And, he said, "John, I'm sorry, but I'd love to be down there in Southwest Ohio with all my Republican brothers and sisters, but we have budget problems here in Columbus, and I need to stay here and work on a new plan to fix the problem." I said, "Governor, what's the plan?" He said, "It's a great plan. It's the first of its kind in the nation, going to solve all of our problems." I said, "Well, what is it?" He says, "Well, I'm going to issue an executive order installing slot machines at all the daycare centers across the state. It's my Slots for Tots program." I started to laugh just like you did. And he said, "Well, a typical Republican, you just no. If you don't like it, what's your idea?" I said, "Governor, I only have one idea to solve all the problems you've created for Ohio." He said, "What's that?" And I said, "Kasich for governor." And I'm really proud to be part of a great ticket. You're getting to meet all those individuals tonight. My role on that ticket is to be the Secretary of State for our wonderful state. And I'm going to make you proud when I'm your Secretary of State. I'm not going to embarrass you, the Republican Party, or Ohio the way that our Secretary of State did during the last presidential election. Elections are partisan events, but they shouldn't be run in a partisan manner. They need to be run with honor and integrity so that we can trust the system that we have, that people will trust in the government that's elected, that it's done fairly. Governor Pawlenty knows what happens when you have a Secretary of State like the one they have in Minnesota that got them this guy, Al Franken. And the thing of it is that we need to do this as Republicans. We need to lead by example, and you can count on me to do that. But in acting with honor, there's also another thing. I won't be pushed around. And you can count on the fact that I am not going to let ACORN perpetrate voter registration fraud in this state like they did under Jennifer Bruner. – 2010 is especially important, and Auditor Mary Taylor alluded to this earlier. It's an apportionment board election. It happens once every 10 years. The governor, the auditor, and the Secretary of State are the deciding elections in that board, on that board. Whichever party controls two of the three holds the majority. And with modern technology, they can carve up districts and carve out voters in a way that will guarantee that if the Democrats win two of the three of those races, that they will virtually be entitled or guaranteed to a majority to run Columbus for the next 10 years. We can't afford that. Just 2 years ago, Governor Strickland cost us 300,000 jobs in this state. We can't afford to have the Democrats running Columbus like the way they've run Washington with Barack Obama, Nancy Pelosi, and Harry Reid. Do we want that kind of government in Columbus? No, we don't. And the way to stop it is to win the apportionment board in 2010. And there's a lot at stake. There's a lot at stake in winning that. My wife, Tina, who the lights are in my eyes, but I know she's out there. Tina, would you please stand up, sweetheart? As you might notice, we're going to have a baby in about 10 days. And I know my children, my wife, our family, the opportunity to continue to live in this state, to experience the economic opportunity for my children and for the future, to have a chance to live by the values that we believe in. We know that all of those things are at stake in the 2010 election. That's what this is all about. I want to make Ohio a place that we can be proud of, where we can live and prosper and live our version of the American dream. And I can tell you, with the ticket that we have put together, and with your help and God's blessing, we will take back Ohio in 2010. Thank you very much.